Got some Bitcoin analysis here for you folks. Okay, my last video I left off talking about putting in a short at 26,555 or the possibility of longing down here, either on this trend line here or parallel channel here coming down. If you watch that video, down in this ballpark. It actually pumped up on the news of Blackrock filing for a Bitcoin ETF. Now the SEC has 240 days to decide, and they usually take that entire time to decide. No ETF has ever, no true real Bitcoin ETF has ever been approved, and we'll see what happens. The interesting thing is 240 days puts it 2 months almost to the day tentatively of the Bitcoin halving event scheduled for April 15th. Now this could move back or forward in time depending on the hash rate, how quick that gets here. But that's interesting. If that ETF was approved, say, what would that be, middle of February, and the Bitcoin halving event, say, moved up to March or even February, even if it stays at April or even if it goes back to June, it's still, if that's approved, that's fuel to the fire. And I've been thinking this next halving event, I've been thinking the next cycle pump is going to start before the halving. That's never happened before. That's never even come close to happening before. But that falls right in line, right? If this is approved, BlackRock is 575-1 and filing for ETFs with the SEC. So we'll see, right? BlackRock's a big player. That's probably bad news for Bitcoin in the long run, right? This the traditional financial system is just going to basically assimilate Bitcoin into it, is the way I see it happening. So it's bad news for all the true Bitcoiners out there. As far as parabolic pump and the price of Bitcoin going up, if that happens shortly before the halving event, then it's just kindling, right? It's just going to launch. It'll probably start at the end. I've been saying probably the end of 2023 is probably when we'll see the real push start, a lot earlier than normal. And I'm being 6 months, 10 months too early. So some people, let's not get into that. But anyways, okay, so Bitcoin now on my chart. I got in on that. I took a short around here, and you can see this orange trend line I have in here. There's real no exact points where it stops exactly on it, is support or resistance. But I left that in my chart because you can clearly see there's just a general sense of resistance and support on that orange trend line inside the parallel channel. And that's basically where Bitcoin's been for quite a while now. It popped up above it, came back down. It's currently sitting at 26,525, 528. And we'll see what happens. Bitcoin could still pump up. You can see I have another short in here at 27,233, playing pretty much the very top of this parallel channel. I do not expect Bitcoin to leave this channel. Perhaps a wick, super juicy wick, maybe 27,600 or something like that. We've got the 27,850 horizontal white line here, marking the previous range that we've been in for some time now. Back here, I do not expect it to go above there. It could, but I think it's unlikely at this point for now, the time being. With that being said, this descending parallel channel that Bitcoin is in, it's a clear downtrend. This pump right here, this is the daily chart. This pump right here, let's turn that orange so you can see. Boom. That pump right there is the BlackRock ETF hype news, and I do believe that's over. That was short-lived, and it didn't amount to much. We'll see what happens when traditional markets open Monday. I'm making this video Saturday evening. I do expect this pump to come back out. I need to get my brush highlighted. There we go. Brush. I do expect this pump to probably come back out. It could go a little higher first. I do expect it to come back down below 25,000. Maybe not in the next couple of days, but eventually I do expect it to come down here. This is a real popular. This would be a good spot to take along anywhere along this line. As you can see, going back second week of May, you can see how nice that's been. And I've taken a couple trades off there. And like I say, I move my trades around. I'll make this video, right? And right now I say I have one at 27,233. If I see Bitcoin pumping up to there and then it starts losing steam, maybe I move that trade down here to 27,060 or 26,999, right, to make sure it fills. And even though maybe it comes higher, and then on another account, I have a long end down here at the bottom of the channel. I have one in here, and there's just lots of different ways you can play this. And of course, watch out for the death candle, right? Boom, all the way down to 20,000. So put like a stop loss down here. I don't like stop losses sometimes because, right, the bots and the computers, they hunt stop losses and take out your stop loss, and then it'll, right, then, and if you wouldn't have had a stop loss, you would have went jerked right back into profit, right? So a good stop loss on top is probably up here at like 28,200, just protecting against the major push, like up to 30,000, right? And but I just don't, as long as I'm awake and watching, I don't use stop losses. And now if you're using big amounts of money, of course you want to have a stop loss to protect your money. But with that being said, just be safe out there. And this is a real nice trading zone. Right now, I'm not sure. It's kind of indecision. Let's go down to the hourly chart. It's indecision. You can see, okay, here's the hourly chart. You can see how effective that orange trend line is right now currently. You can see the interaction with all these lines I have. Look at that. You can see Bitcoin came down here. That's that popular line I was talking about. Boom. See that? Look at that. It's bouncing off of it. Support. It came back up. Broke above the 25,330 horizontal white line. Kind of rode that. You can see this other parallel channel. This is actually the middle of the big channel. You can see it was resistance through here. See how well that's working? Let me blow this up a little bit. Now you see where we're at. See that? Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. And then boom. This is the ETF news. Right in this ballpark. Boom. Right. Came up here. Looks like I might fail. And then a boom. And then boom. And it tried to break through that orange trend line. And it couldn't do it. Came back down. And right now, look at that. That trend line is resistance. So it could just be coiling up. This could just be a little consolidation for another say $1,000 push. Boom, big wick up here. How I feel, right? And then come back to, who knows for sure. But that's why I have a short up there. And of course, watch for the total rejection over the next few days. Maybe it comes back down here, and this might be a good spot to take along. This 25,330 level. Watch for the bounce off there, right? Who knows for sure. But the way I do it is just a lot of just watching and just it's kind of spur of the moment sometimes. So I can't really give out a specific level saying do this, do that, and I have too many other things I'm doing to try to live stream. And for some reason, YouTube just kills my live streams. I'll be live streaming to like 3 viewers, just so I don't understand why I don't get traction. But anyways, that's it. And what else I want to say? I guess that's it. All right. Have a good day. Later. Thanks for watching.